Hey, this is Steve coming to you from our beautiful plant studio in warm, sunny Tampa, Florida, where we've got plants. They're ready for spring. We're ready to bring them to you. And one of the ones I'm most excited about is the Tarzan. This plant it's a marginata. It's a Dracaena Marginata with less marginata. It's a Dracaena, but it's got less variegation, and it can withstand lower light conditions than a Dracaena Marginata or our kiwi or some of the other Dracaenas. And it is a strong, sturdy plant. I really love this plant. I love its name. I loved it so much I got one up to my daughter at the University of Florida, and she is doing a super job keeping it looking good. In fact, when she went on winter break, I think she was gone for 6 weeks and used our sub-irrigation system to keep it nice and moist. And after 6 weeks, not a brown leaf on our Tarzan. So we were very excited about that. So we've got two sizes to offer. Both, you can see the nice canes on this, guys. So this comes in a 14-inch pot, and it'll stand 5.5, 6 feet tall. We're showing it off in our jute basket with some Fiber-X moss around it to finish it off and give it a good look. So we're showing you this one here. This is a 10-inch pot. This guy's going to top out at about 3 or 4 feet. And a 10-inch grow pot. So you can see we've got this guy set up. I mentioned our sub-irrigation system. So on the watering for the Tarzan, just like the Dracaena Marginata, wet dry, wet dry, wet dry, alternating, alternating. Wet it, forget it for a while, let it dry down, then water it again. So we don't have a specific interval to share with you on how many weeks or days or minutes you go between waterings. It's all a function of how much your plant needs it and its environment. So one of the things we recommend as an indispensable tool in your green toolbox is the red soil slither. So a lot of times you can see it's kind of dry on top. I see some dry soil here, but I'm going to probe and see what's going on down 5 or 6 inches to see if my plant really needs to be watered. Give it a probe, give it a turn, pull out some soil. So it's drier on top, but down low I can feel some pretty good soil moisture. So I'm not going to water this guy. But if I did water it, I'd thoroughly water around the entire circumference of the pot. Let the water trickle out the grow pot holes. Then I would go ahead and fill the reservoir. That is if you get our sub-irrigation system, the Plenisher system. But fill the reservoir up to the bottom of the pot. Let that sucker go. I wouldn't even check it for 3 weeks. So it's a really good system if you're looking to extend the watering interval. And this is a great plant to test it out with because it's really, really durable and can put up with some pretty dry conditions. We've talked about the different lighting conditions. Of course, you want to pump some growth into this guy, put it next to a window. If you want it to look good in the inside where it's getting some fluorescent or incandescent light, it'll do well too. Won't grow as fast, won't do its thing as fast, but you can get it looking like this and put an interior somewhere and it'll go months without shedding a leaf. So if you get a Tarzan from us, it's not going to need any fertilizer for about the first 6 months. After that, put it on a maintenance routine where about once a month you put a shot of Foliage Pro into your water, and that'll sustain nice healthy growth for a long time. Pruning, I'm not going to take a bunch of pruning shears of this guy. So it's like the other Dracaenas. If you have a leaf that gets damaged or one that's kind of out of place, this has got a little nick on it. So to get this off of the plant, the easiest thing to do is peel the leaf apart, pull it apart, and pull it right off the stem. So occasionally you'll get one that goes brown, starts down lower, you just peel them off and get rid of them. So to clean these leaves, like the other Dracaenas, you start at the base, stroke away, one leaf at a time, just like that. If you do put a Tarzan close to a window, occasionally it's a good idea to give it a little bit of a turn. So if you do see a bug, we recommend go ahead and clean it off, and just get down there in the crease of the leaf, pull back just like you're cleaning with your cleaning routine. In fact, if you keep the plant clean and you do this dusting routine, cleaning routine occasionally, you're not going to have any bugs. No bugs at all. But the best way to get rid of a mealybug is to go ahead and crush it with your cloth, and that'll keep it away and clean and green. Again, durable, cool looking, angular, pretty contemporary. We like this plant a lot. We use them in our interior landscaping business here in Tampa quite a bit, and we're proud and happy to ship one to you. So if you like what you see and you're interested in a little Tarzan jungle in your life, go ahead and press the buy button and get hold of one of these things. We'll ship it right to you, and we hope you have a green day.